Hello, my name is Bjorn Lindsay, and welcome to the first video in my series about RPG world building. We're going to be talking about making magic today. So, the first thing I do when I'm designing a world is I make the magic system because it affects everything else about the world. So, when you decide to add magic to a setting, consider these few things. Why are you adding magic to the setting? Is there something in the system that I'm using to run this game that accounts for magic? We're not going to be talking about like mechanics or crunchy numbers very much in this series, but it is important to consider, does the system you're using account for magic? And most important, and why I start with the magic system first, is how will it affect the world that you are building? So let's talk about designing a magic system. There are 6 core principles where designing magic system. The source, where does it come from? The cost, like what is the resource or drawbacks to using it? Potency, what makes the magic more or less powerful in certain circumstances. These two are actually tied together: commonality and accessibility. Commonality is how many people know about it, and accessibility is how many people can use the magic. Usually these are pretty similar, but when things get interesting is when there's a big imbalance between the two. And the last one is pillars of mastery. What does the upper levels of like magic users look like, and how do you get there? How do you increase your magical power? So there are 5 source categories. Artisan magic, which is, think Minecraft with enchanting, potion making, things like that. Arcane magic, think Dungeons and Dragons or just any general fantasy RPG game. Probably pieced it together from there. Natural magic, think like druid magic, nature magic, like controlling trees and animals, but also the Force from Star Wars, because it draws its power from the universe and life. Now, the 2 most complicated ones. Legendary magic. This is things like gods, or was essentially a mystical force of the universe. Think Lord of the Rings, where magic is more like a deus ex machina, or like cheat code kind of thing. And then scientific magic. This is really weird. I could not find very good examples of this. Good examples would be like the Hulk from superhero media, Marvel specifically, or this might be a bit more obscure, Full Metal Alchemist. Now, the cost of a magic system. Now, usually you would think like some sort of like stamina resource or like a magic pool of magic energy. But the cost does not actually need to be something that is like paid. It could be restrictions, like only good people can use this type of magic. Or it could have weirder costs, like to practice magic at all, you need to give up your firstborn child. Things like that. And what the cost of a magic system is defines very much what type of people would use it, and usually how powerful it is. This is why you really should define the cost second, as it affects everything else about the magic system. Potency. Potency is the factors that cause magic to be more or less powerful. Examples include magic rituals that power you up temporarily, or certain actions such as killing someone that decrease your magic, or ley lines that when you stand at a confluence of them, you have the powers of a god, things like that. Commonality. This is, as I said, how commonly known magic is. So this is things like, is magic known only in legends and myths? Or does everyone and their mother know what magic is and know that it exists? This does not mean everyone can or cannot use magic. There's the next one, accessibility. How do people learn and use magic? Is it available through anyone, through intense study? Or is it more like a bloodline thing, like sorcerers from Dungeons and Dragons? Pillars of mastery. This is how people grow in magic power and what does the upper echelons look like. Think like powerful archmages from like fantasy stories like Merlin from the King Arthur tales, or Gandalf from Lord of the Rings. That is pretty good examples of like the upper echelons in their universe. So how do people grow in magic? This is also very important because your players are probably going to grow in magic. Like maybe people have to meditate to increase their magic power, or study, or for artisan magic, you might have to like make a special object, things like that. That's it for today's lesson on magic systems. If you want to learn more, you can go to my website. That's linked in the pinned comment below. And there should be more videos in this playlist, which is also in the pinned comment below. Spear and Lindsay, signing off. Have a good day.